Welcome everybody to Movie ReBrew's first ever episode of the movie ReWined, where we go back and look at old movies or recent movies that are relevant to a movie coming out. In this case, we are reviewing Ex Machina. I'm your host, Keegan Holland, and with me is my co-host, Mike Jennison.
Yeah, see? We're doing movie ReWined, see?
Oh no!
That's my best Golden Age actor's impression.
This movie came out in 2015.
Yeah, I know.
So, as we said before in previous episodes, this movie is Alex Garland's directorial debut, and he also wrote it, and this week his new movie, Annihilation, comes out. And since Mike has never seen Ex Machina, we figured we'd watch it in preparation and give Mike a taste of Alex Garland. So what are your expectations, I should say, for this movie?
Well, I totally forgot that won Best Screenplay until we brought it up yesterday. So that's exciting. I've only heard good things about this. I've heard people that don't even like sci-fi tell me that they really enjoyed this movie. So I'm expecting to enjoy it quite a lot, and I expect it to be kind of a different movie that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, and it's three actors that you really like.
Yeah, the dynamite cast.
Leaston and Isaac, yeah. It was my favorite movie that year. I think you'll really like it, and I'm really excited to watch it. And because it's ReWined, we were drinking wine, and so I bought Barefoot Red Moscato. I mean, there's no way we ever tie the wine into the movie. I thought maybe I could find like a robot wine, but that just didn't happen. Let's see, this wine.
What brought you to this?
This wine?
Yeah.
I walked down the aisle and saw that it was $7. And it won gold at the 2014 Pacific Rim Wine Competition. I mean, Barefoot always wins. It's from California.
Harrison's dad works for Barefoot.
Oh, cool.
The company that owns Barefoot. My roommate.
Barefoot Red Moscato is a juicy and fruity wine with distinct flavors of peaches and Bing cherries.
Hey, we should drink this for Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah, it's best served chilled, pairs well with soft white cheeses, fresh fruits, orange chicken salad, and all spicy fare. Delicious.
People call me a walking white cheese, so this should work.
You hate wine, right?
I've tried to get into wine so many times in my life, and I just can't do it. But maybe these ReWinds will get me to it. This looks delicious, though.
Why?
Because it's like
sexy bottle.
It's a sexy red.
You open this like absolute amateurs.
I've opened wine bottles before. This one gave me gave me a little bit of a fight.
Yeah, no kidding.
You don't like wine either, correct?
No, not a huge fan.
I like expensive red wines. There's my pretentiousness.
Pretentiousness right there.
Because
you watched Sideways once, right?
Oh God. That's why I try to get into wine.
Do we have a knife? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, after watching Sideways, I really wanted to get into drinking wine, and that did not happen. I assume at some point in my life I'll like wine.
My house is deep into the wine game now.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's
Cody loves George.
I was gonna say, it seems like a Cody thing.
There we go.
Good on them.
You're supposed to pour it in a specific way? I mean, it's like juice, right? Doesn't matter. How about that sound?
I'm sure this is going to be delicious.
We got wine on our beer crawl in December.
We did.
One of them was really good. One of them was shitty. I don't know what the difference was.
Mine was shitty, and that's what made me very sick.
Is it like dry? Is that what it was? That was the difference?
That one was so dry.
Okay, yeah, it's terrible.
But I think you want it dry. I think the more expensive, the higher quality, the drier it is.
Well,
it's
hopefully this is like
taste.
Grape juice.
Cheers. Grape juice. Cheers.
That's delicious.
It's not bad.
All right, well,
I can't get into wine. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Well, we'll be drinking it during the movie, so we're gonna go watch that now, and we'll be back for you in no time.
You can't handle the truth.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
So, Mike, we just watched the movie. What'd you think?
It was excellent. Yeah, that's a super good movie.
Yeah,
Highly recommended.
so this is gonna be spoilers for all of it because this movie's old.
Yeah, I assume you wouldn't.
Go out and see it if you got this far without seeing it. I guess first the wine. I think I'll be behind this. If I ever want to drink wine, I think this would be the first thing I grab off the shelf.
You know what? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not a big wine guy still.
Yeah,
That glass
I
and not.
think you have a deep-rooted hatred for wine that's just not gonna shake.
Well, it's not a hatred for it. It just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
But It was one scene. They were pouring a glass of wine. I had a glass of wine in my hand. I just felt very sophisticated. So
This doesn't list that percentage.
we'll go
Isn't
12.
wine like 12%?
I think it's like always around 12.
All right, so Mike, the movie. I was afraid I might hype it up too much in your head. Did I?
I mean, you hyped it up like out of this world, but I think it lived up to it. A really good screenplay, which is what I was going and thinking it would be, and it was a really good screenplay.
Did it win Best Special Effects too?
I think it did actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Vic Anders is incredible in it. Best I've ever seen her.
I think her winning for the Danish Girl was in large part because she also had this that same year. She's kind of awarding both.
I think she might have been nominated a couple places for this too, like in the smaller circuit. So yeah,
I see that.
I feel like that was a big story too that people were saying. That was almost like an achievement for the year, which is understandable. I don't think there was a really good supporting actress that year, off the top of my head. I can't really think.
I think there was one that I think was surprised that she beat. I think there's a
maybe off the tip.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember that well, but yeah, super well acted though from all three. All three of them going in were among my favorite actors, and afterwards, I mean,
how good is Oscar Isaac?
Oscar Isaac's very good in this.
Because his range in this is like from asshole to like dominating to like funny, and he delivers on every single account of it.
Yeah, it was fun. You were able to see him be goofy, which my favorite role by him is Inside Llewyn Davis, but it's not really a goofy role.
No.
He's great in it, but it's more of a melodramatic role.
The dance scene in this is I've watched that probably 100 times since seeing it initially.
What's so funny about it is how good it is.
The specific moves he hits are great.
Get Oscar Isaac in a musical, especially after seeing that. That was really cool. And then Donald Gleason
knocks it out of the park.
Super good. Reminds you a lot of his role in Frank. I don't know. Have you seen that movie yet?
Frank.
You'd really enjoy Frank.
He kills the American accent.
Yeah, he's super good at the American accent. He's just really good at I don't know, kind of like
it's subtle. It's very subtle.
Yeah,
it's really he does. Yeah.
He's not going over the top here at any point. I guess we can get into spoilers right away, right?
Yeah.
I was shocked by that ending, though.
I figure you would be. I was when I first saw it as well.
Because you think she's going to walk over to the door. You think she didn't want to see him change, and he's going to come over to the door, and they were going to walk out together.
He's screwed.
He's
not getting out of there.
He's gonna, he's just going to basically starve to death.
And that house is in the middle of nowhere. That place is beautiful.
It is
I don't know.
beautiful.
Is that like Iceland, probably? I don't know where it's shot, but I got to get there someday. But yeah, like Caleb's done. And she totally blindsided him. I mean, she played like a fucking fiddle.
Yeah.
And that's what Oscar Isaac knew she would. And that's so cool how, like, a Turing test is traditionally, you don't know it's a computer, but he, like, right off the gate, like, this is a computer, and see if she can still, and she does. She absolutely owns him.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this movie that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, super good.
I love the score, too.
The last 10 minutes especially.
Yeah.
Where there's no dialogue and the score's just pretty much driving it, and it's killing it.
Sounds a lot like Mass Effect, which is a game I love, too, but, like, it's super, like one note just repeating, dun, like that kind of stuff, and yeah, that's awesome.
Do you know who does the score here?
No idea. I can look that up.
But yeah, the score was good. There's not really a villain in this movie.
Everyone's right, which is really cool. Like, Oscar Isaac is a dick.
Yeah, no, but
like, this is his project. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. Caleb wants to save this, what he perceives to be a real, like, the whole question is, like, what is humanity? And in his eyes, Ava is a human, so he wants to save it, and then Ava is gonna die unless she gets out of here, so all three of them are right in their own way.
Why do you think Ava didn't save Donald Gleason, though? She just hates all humans?
Because once she's out in the real world, she could be exposed by him, I think, and she doesn't want... She can't have that happen.
There's absolutely no chance that anyone would realize she's AI, unless, like, she gets decapitated or something.
I think it's gonna... Ben Salisbury and Jeff Barrow, who I've never heard of before, do the score.
And he spells Jeff Geoff.
Geoff.
So, sorry, Jeff. Your parents suck.
At any GIFs.
Geoffs. So this came out in 2015 originally, I believe February, right? Did you see it in theaters?
Saw it in theaters, yeah. I think March.
March
or May.
I remember it was early. That's why I didn't think much of it when it came out, but it definitely obviously hold on to win Best Original Screenplay, which is...
How long is it?
Quite the achievement. I saw 140 today.
Okay.
It feels about 140.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like very long at all.
It doesn't really drag at all.
No.
I assume Vic Anders wearing like a skin suit that you can just see her face during the whole acting portion.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't watched much behind the scenes, but I think it's something like that, yeah.
But yeah, she's super good in it. The pulling with the skin was maybe kind of uncomfortable, but...
No, when Caleb cuts his arm, I've seen this movie like 5 times, every time I'm like, oh, God, come on, dude. Why?
So he was worried that he was a creation too?
Yeah.
That would be kind of interesting. I'm glad he wasn't.
Well, I'm glad he wasn't, but yeah. Because, it's so in his head that, like, his whole world's, like, blown away at this point.
I liked Oscar Isaac's intentions behind making AI too. He's like, it's going to happen eventually someday. I'm smart enough to do it, so why not me?
Yeah.
Which wasn't like, I don't know. It was kind of like nonchalant.
He's basically the CEO of Google. And it's basically his role, and he might as well just push technology forward as much as I can.
Yeah.
So I can get credit for it. I loved, he's such an alcoholic.
He's such an alcoholic. His character is really good.
Yeah, I have the mother of all hangovers.
Yeah.
So he's just drinking, like, vegetable juice or whatever. Yeah, he has a couple really good lines.
He's very funny in this. Yeah, he drives the humor. Everything else is pretty serious, but yeah, Oscar Isaac's character is really good. So does he remove the brains? Is that why, like, his assistant couldn't talk at all? Or, like, he removes their talkability?
I think talkability. I get the feeling that she's just like his sex robot.
Well, yeah, but at one point she was real. Isn't she the one that claws at the glass and she loses her hands? Linguistic ability?
Yeah, that's probably a better word for it.
It's not that great.
I don't think that was her. I think there's a different one.
Okay.
But yeah, you probably get the sense that she was one initially, but then
he turned her into a sex robot.
Yeah.
That's why he knew.
Servant.
Yeah.
Are you more excited for Annihilation now?
I am. I know nothing about Annihilation. I've been closing my eyes from the trailers.
I don't know much either.
But yeah, how long is Annihilation? Give me a runtime on that. April 24th, 2015. That's when Ex Machina came out. Ex Machina.
Oh, April? It checks out. There's actually a pretty decent marketing push for...
Annihilation?
No, for Ex Machina. 2 hours Annihilation.
What was I doing in the spring of 2015?
I don't know.
I was in Cincinnati. Alright, makes sense. 2 hours, exactly. That looks really weird on screen.
No, it doesn't.
And then the other two movies that come up is Star Wars Episode 3 and Star Wars Episode 1.
Portman, man.
Yeah. Makes too much sense now.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for that. And I'm glad we watched this before and just remember how good this guy is. And I think he'll go 2 for 2.
I think he'll go 2 for 2. You said it was his debut, right?
Directorial debut, but he's written, I think he wrote like
28 days later, yeah. I see that on the bottom right there. It was written by Alex Garland.
Oh, yeah.
28 days later. $55 million budget. Ex Machina had a $15 million budget.
I mean, you have to pay 3 people and get a big house.
Yeah, and then there's
special effects.
But there's nothing too complicated special effects. No explosions.
No.
Pretty much just her suit.
Do you want to rate these movies? Or no?
I don't think we should rate these movies.
Just go out and see it, everyone.
What would you rate this movie?
9.5. I think I said that last episode, I think.
I wonder, when I sit down and put this in my year-end, but when I look back on this year and insert somewhere, it's probably a top 5 movie for me. It was super good.
Yeah.
It hits on a lot of real-life elements about just what makes a human.
Yeah.
A lot of things that Blade Runner
Dangerous
2049 does. Dangerous technology.
I just love these kind of movies.
Like, just, it gets on love a lot, too. Loneliness.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I love how he picks Caleb. No family, decent coder, and then his porn history. Yeah, that's how they make Vikander's face. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of subtle hits that eventually connected at the end, which was good.
And like the opening shot, it's like scanning his face and stuff. And when he's looking in the mirror, it does that a little bit too. Yeah.
I was wondering what that was, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, when you go back and watch it again, you see more stuff hinted at as you go.
Because they go on the scar on his back too at one point.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what happened there? He got in a car accident. Yeah. That was why. I think we all would have done what Donald Gleason did here, though, right?
Yeah, she's super hot and seems interested, you know? Try to ride that wave.
Yeah, played like a fiddle. Yeah. So you think Oscar Isaac's mistake was just advancing AI too far?
I don't even think it's just a mistake. It's just, I guess you needed a third party to come do the test. But, I mean, his problem was getting drunk. Yeah. If you stay sober for a week, then you are gold in my bid.
Everyone's kryptonite.
Yeah.
The old alcohol.
And to answer your real question, yeah, she can fuck.
Yeah. Their combos are hilarious.
So good. All right. Cheers to Red Moscato. Cheers to Ex Machina.
So would you buy this in a wine glass again? A wine bottle?
I would, yeah. I want to know how much... Oh, there you go. 9%.
I'm feeling a little buzz.
Yeah, me too. I can do a full bottle of this. Feel pretty good.
Would I buy it again? I don't know. I mean, if I'm in the market to buy wine, yeah. I mean,
give it a look.
I'll keep it in my back of my mind.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll probably do this again for... We had something picked out.
Oh, probably Fantastic Mr. Fox for...
Isle of Dogs. Maybe a little Tomb Raider for Tomb Raider.
Keegan's begging me. It'll probably happen. Yeah, this will be like once a month. I don't know. We'll pick and choose.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. Cool. We'll see you for next week's real episode, and if not, fuck off.
Later.
Peace.
Reflected in her shades, he really loves her. I think he really loves her. I'm watching the neighbor grow a garden in her lawn. She hates the roses, but she loves a chrysanthemum. Is this some strange